Here's one of Knoxville's rising stars. Give it up for Sandy Goddard.
Thank you all for clapping the second time he said my name. I appreciate that. Who the hell is Sandy Goddard? Oh my goodness. Anyways, have you ever seen a woman, a good-looking woman, with a man so ugly that you swear that he either has a lot of money or a lot of manhood? Have you? Because I feel like people look at me and my wife that way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you right now that my wife is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. And well, I'm broke, so.
I can brought my own chips and sausage.
You got it. Awesome. Side splitters. I feel like when I was younger, I felt like my parents loved me way too much, which is evident because they named me Sanford Bernie Goddard. Yeah, that's a big I love you right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they might as well name me something like, I don't know, gonorrhea, you know? It'd have been as effective with the women, you know? People ask me all the time, they say, how do you get a name like Sanford? It's pretty simple, you see. When I was born, my dad owned a junkyard, and he was black, so it all works out. It all works out. I always hated being single going to weddings when I was younger, because they'd always sit me next to my grandmother, you know? She was always poking me, going, you're next, you're next. So I started doing the same thing back to her at funerals. My grandmother, though, she was always a good sport. She always, I remember when we was younger, we used to take her walking stick and we would put it right out of her reach. I can't believe she fell for it. I can't. I was a fat kid. I was. My parents used to always make fun of me when I was younger. You know, I remember like one year for Christmas, they got me a pogo stick for Christmas. Yeah, getting a pogo stick for a fat kid is like getting a deaf kid an iPod. It's just not practical, you know what I'm saying? It's just not, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm fairly certain that my sister enjoyed the iPod. I just don't think she knew when it was turned on, you know?
Thank you.
You all can laugh. My sister won't ever hear that joke. I'm married. Where some people get worried about growing old with their spouse, you know, with their, like men get worried about growing old with their wife, and not me. I'm actually looking forward to growing old with my wife, because there's 3 or 4 times a year now I wish she could remove her teeth. I joke and kid with my wife all the time. Like I asked her, I say, honey, is it true that all black men are huge? She's like, how am I supposed to know? I mean, I can only vouch for like 11 of them. That reminds me, I got a story for you all. In case anybody hadn't noticed this yet, I am a white male. And being a white male, I can't dance. I thought, who better to study than a black man on how to dance? So I studied for about 7 months, and I figured out that a black man, when he's dancing with a woman, don't look like he's dancing. It looks more like he's backing a truck into a stall. Have you all seen this? It's funny because it's true. That is awesome. Anyways, back to my wife. My wife got really sick the other day. I mean, she got so sick that I actually had to carry her all the way to the kitchen just so she could cook me breakfast. I went out to eat with my wife and her mother the other night, and while we was out, my mother-in-law got jumped by like 6 guys, you know, and my wife got all frantic. She's like, ain't you gonna help? And I was like, no, 6 should be plenty. We got to the point in time where we started nicknaming each other, you know. I call my wife my little sex camel. She was storing that stuff up for months.
Emphasis on the splash.
She calls me Microsoft.
nori sour.
I didn't find it all that funny myself.
Actually,
Oh, girl's getting a tummy on her now, you know. What do? You can't tell a kid they're getting fat, you know. Well, unless it's your sister's kid, because I hate him. So then I asked him, I was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he said, gay. I was like, awesome, because that pays a buttload. The other night I was going to take a picture of my little girl. I was like, pose for the camera, and she went, gangsta. I was like, what? What do you mean gangster? You ain't no gangster. You don't know nothing about being a gangster. My little girl goes, Daddy, I'm a gangster. I know everything about being a gangster. What do you know about being a gangster, Daddy? So I shot her. My name is Sandy Goddard. Thank you all.